Hey people, guess what? Oh my God, we're here with Gary and Matt from Weaving Spiders. Uh, Weaving Spiders put out a killer album, Unknown Threats. Did it come out last year or the year before?
The very end of 23. So
24. Okay. Oh shit. Dude, I
but
forget
the
it's
but the vinyl didn't
26.
come out until this year, so we didn't even get that till this year. So
No, last year. We're in
oh,
26 now.
Yeah, it's
well, yeah,
26.
last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what year it is.
Fuck me neither. Um, what a killer album. So
Appreciate
let's
that.
I want to start from the beginning with where Weaving Spiders like came from.
Basically, it kind of came from the ash, well, not the ashes of Bad Wizard, because that was like an unceremonious exit I made from there. But like about a year later, I just I got some recording equipment and just like there was, I mean, with Bat Wizard, me and Adam recorded on our phones, like probably hundreds of songs, like so many. And there was a lot of songs on there that I thought were like really good that, that never made it to the light of day. So I just started recording those, on some Personas Studio One. And actually I started recording them on GarageBand, which is which, just to see if I could even manage the ability to record something.
Do something with them, yeah.
And then I was like, wow, I mean, like I can function, I can make a recording happen. So I got actual recording software and recorded probably, four or five songs that I really love that the Bat Wizard never had. And I think the first thing I did was send them to Kurt Singer, and he put drums on them because I didn't have any kind of drum program at that time. And it was like, holy cow, like these can sound actually like real songs, I guess. Not just like a
Yes.
phone recording, like it can be an actual song. And so I ended up buying some drum program, and like I made them like into like some actual recordings. And me and Steve went through, I don't know, probably three or four different people that were like, yeah, I'm into it, man, I'll be the singer, or different singers. And no one ever did anything.
Which
It
is
was like,
super typical with like in music, everyone's like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." You're like, "Okay, here it is," and they're like, "Yeah, I'll get to it."
exactly. It's like, this stuff is awesome, man. I'll record something this weekend. But then I just came back around to being like, who can we get to do this? And I'd asked Matt, I think a few years earlier, to sing for Bat Wizard, but that never worked out. And like that never, you know, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll ask him and see what he says. He'll probably say no. But I think he did that first song, it was Squonk. It was Barbecue Squonk then, but he did that first song, and it was just, you know, from there on.
That's really cool.
Like, send him another song, send him another song, send him another song.
And he was like the one that kept on and like, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll really do it." Like, fuck yeah. Um,
He was actually like the least enthusiastic of all the people, but he actually did it. He's like, sure, I'll take a look, whatever. How
that's
do you
funny.
remember that, Matt?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. It was like there was like a weird time where for some reason nobody everybody would tell me, "Oh no, you're such a great singer," and then no one would ever ask me to do anything, like nothing. I'm like, is it me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I this just giant asshole or something? But like,
Yeah, I definitely didn't think he was available, first of all. So
I think that's part of my charm. I think it's just
that,
not being available for anything ever. So,
that
but
that's everyone's like, "Dude, you sound great." You're like, "Cool, I'm not available."
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Well,
fuck.
but that
but
was
dude, Nixon though, like
but I was
Nixon, come on.
yeah. I mean, I was constantly available. That was the funny part. Is like I was like itching to do something, and then like, when you sent me stuff, I was like, oh, all right, yeah, sure, I'll do something. You get somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I dug what I was being sent, and I just kept he kept putting them out, and
And
you know,
timeline wise, this was like COVID lockdowns and all that. So
yeah,
nobody was doing anything anyways, I don't think.
no,
Oh yeah, everyone had all the fucking time.
All the time in the world.
Yeah.
well, the funny
Yeah.
thing is like at that time, um, I had not accepted a role, but was given a role at my job that made me what would you call it, or what it's like an essential worker or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
So they were but I work with computers, man. I'm not essential. There's nothing essential about anything that I do, like nothing. If I don't show up to work for a week, no one would care or notice. And but they were doing stuff where like everybody was calling out, oh well, Matt doesn't have anything to do, give it to him, give it to him. And
You don't
so
have any kids.
yeah, he doesn't have any kids, he doesn't have a wife, just send him out, it's fine. So and I would try to like do all these things where I'm like, well, actually, I can't. Didn't they shut down the border between Kentucky and Indiana? And they're like, oh, check your email. We made you a first responder. And I'm like, what? So so nothing else. I was using that as something to do to keep my mind off of the I don't know, man. It was just like living in a post-apocalyptic world where there was like nobody on the streets and it was just me by myself.
But like, funny enough, dude, that was as much as like being locked down sucked. That was my favorite fucking part. You like get on the interstate, you're like cruising at 100, and you're not weaving in and out of
Yep.
traffic because there fucking isn't any.
Yeah, it's great. Like honestly, that was my favorite part of everything. Was like I didn't mind going to work because it was just
No
me,
people.
no people. I was like blasting the music and like writing lyrics on a little notebook while I was doing my rounds and stuff. And like now it sucks because there's people around. But,
We are very much like the Bill Hicks people who hate people party. It's like it's really hard to get us together and get us organized. Like, we don't want people around.
Well,
Mainly each other.
I think the majority of people suck, so I get it. You know,
Right.
like that's just the reality. Like that's why I loved lockdown for that reason. Like I didn't have to deal with people. Go to the gas station, that was like me and the clerk. I'm like, fucking hey, here's my money. I'm out of here. Like, cool.
yeah.
It was simultaneously horrible and awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, all I did
Yeah.
was just sit and record music. So
I was gonna say it was also driving me nuts when people were like, "Oh, I can't wait for all this to whatever. Oh, I'm so tired of being at home." And I'm like, "I have not been home once." Like this
I'm
this
home
is
less
perfect.
now.
It
Yeah.
was the Twilight Zone episode where the dude, finally gets to read all of his books and breaks his glasses. I was excited. I get to go home. Then I was the only one that didn't get to go home. It was crazy. Anyway.
That was so funny. I mean, that I was also an essential worker, and it was fucking great for me. Like,
Yeah.
but I had to I dealt with people. They were all just like it. It was cool because they didn't get too close.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I've got to give your 6 feet. I'm like, awesome. So if you stink, I don't even have to smell you, dude. It's fucking great.
like, this is how it should have always been.
Yeah, it's like, wow, people are respecting my internal boundaries. This is great.
So, uh, so Matt did the fucking lyrics. Honestly, like unknown threats. And it's funny that Squonk was the first song. I feel like that is such a great like opener to the fucking album, and it's like heavy and catchy.
Yeah.
Like you just want to fucking dance, and I mean,
It
like I
was
dance.
yeah, it was my favorite. It was one of my favorite songs that never happened. With Bat Wizard. So it was the first one. And like most of the songs are from that, but there's a couple on there that were new songs, like Exurb and Raining Ice Picks, a few of those.
Hell yeah.
But like they've definitely got that Adam Colvin influenced drumming to them. So you got to throw credit where
Fucking,
credit is due there. So
I love Adam too. What a good dude he is.
he's my favorite drummer that I've ever played with. Yeah.
Yeah, super fucking talented. He hits so fucking hard too.
Oh, I don't even like that's a whole like uh saga with my amplifiers that I've had because when we first started with Old Vikings, I had a JC 120, which is really loud, but it's very directional. It just goes, all it does is go straight out. It doesn't go to the sides. So I could turn that up, but I was like, I got to get something else. I got to get a half stack, I guess, you know. So I got a half stack, and that still wasn't loud enough. You know, Kurt Singer's over there with a triple X, you know, with a Red Bear, you know, a full Red Bear stack. And like I can't hear anything I'm playing here. Like, and I had to get I had to get another half stack because the drums he plays so loud. Like you
Yeah,
cannot hear that. Like when you can't hear guitar or a half stack on 9 to where it's almost cutting out because it's just so loud, then you know you have a heavy drummer.
oh, dude, he absolutely pounds. There's another dude. His name's Jerry. He plays drums in Friendship Commanders, and he's the same. Like he hits so fucking hard. I'm like, Jerry, dude. Oh my god. Like he did. I got these sticks right here. They played with I Hate God and Legions of Doom in Nashville a couple months ago, and they. I'm like, it's a brand new fucking stick. He just like it's
Well,
shredded right in the middle.
that's what an Adam Colvin practice space looks like. It's just sawdust and broken
Yeah,
sticks everywhere.
yeah. Oh, dude, he's set up. He's got his fucking basement set up now.
Oh,
He's like, I want to play, just right downstairs. Like,
awesome.
hell yeah, dude. So I was gonna ask a question and I fucking lost it. I guess it wasn't super important.
We can just talk more about other people than us. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
as long as we don't talk
let's
about us, I'm
I'm
fine with
fine
that.
with
let,
that.
what got you guys into music initially?
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh,
Initially,
initially?
Yeah, like what was that first experience where you were like, oh, I want to play music.
Um,
I know we're old, so you have to really fucking think back
yeah,
a
I'm thinking
while.
back on
Like,
like Mary J. Blige and like Arrested Development, things like that. And
I mean, I could tell you like so it's kind of a roundabout answer, but like my aunt is a nun that teaches music. Like that's her vocation or whatever you call that. So she's a teaching nun, and she taught me my grandma had a piano, and I was playing around with like little old Casio synthesizers and stuff when I was real little. But the first time where I was like, oh shit, I can do that was when I saw Refused on 120 Minutes. Like, I will tell you that right now, line in the sand. I used to stay up late specifically when that video was on rotation just to see if they would play it. Like, I would watch the entirety of 120 minutes because I had insomnia anyway. But that was the band, and that was I was like, oh shit, okay, I want to do yes, that right there. And then
hell yeah.
when I got into that, like Ear Ecstasy was around, and then somebody told me, oh no, if you want the real shit, you got to go talk to Ed Lutz at Ground Zero. And that was when I was kind of like, oh, wait, that happens here? Wait, hold on. Well, okay. So pretty much that. that was the impetus of it. And
Hell
then I
yeah.
had yeah, I had a whole bunch of like really shit bands when I was like 13, 14. Drove my parents nuts. but they
I
were,
think everyone did,
yeah, it
you
was
know.
typical '80s latchkey kid. Like they were never home, so we would just play bad Offspring covers in the basement.
But fucking Refused just called it quits too. What, last month, right?
Yeah, again, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think they're at a point where they're like, yeah, we're fucking old. This is
I mean,
we
not
can't keep going.
not for nothing. I was excited when they came back, and then they released that record right out of retirement for them, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, never mind, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that you're still doing it, but this ain't it anymore.
Still
But
put on a great show though.
still, oh yeah, no, every live thing I saw from that, like I missed a chance to go see him in Chicago, and I still kick the shit out of myself for missing that. But that was also like I'm uh typically bad around crowds anyway, and that was like right, the height of my agoraphobia, and I was just like, I can't, no, I can't do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's too many
Yeah.
people. That's too many whatever. Everybody I know is going to see Refused. So I know that the people that are actually in that state are going to be sweating on each other, and
I got to deal with people. They actually 2016 I went to see Deftones and Refused, and the opener is a band called Spotlights, and Spotlights opened that fucking show, and I shit you not, my jaw was on the floor their entire set. They just absolutely ripped, and they have since become like one of my favorites, dude. I will
I
see Spotlights every chance I get.
I love when that happens. Seriously, I that is one of my favorite things about shows is like going to see a band that I know I love, and then the opener just okay, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, there's a couple bands that I saw throughout the years that I don't even think anybody knows who they are anymore. But you know what I mean? But like Stella Star, and this is kind of a weird one, but yeah, I saw him open for Placebo once because I had a girlfriend that at the time that really loved Placebo. I'm like, okay, let's go see Placebo, and I saw this band Stella Star, and they've got a song called "In the Walls," and it's still one of like top 10, like if you want to get some like goosebumps going on your skin and some emotions
Hell
going through
yeah.
your chest, that's a fucking song. Blew
I'm
me
gonna
the
have to
fuck.
go fucking. I'm gonna go listen to that.
I mean, it's very,
Not right.
it's very of the time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's very like when people were doing fake British accents and stuff, but it's still, like when people were trying to be when everyone was trying to be Interpol, but still, it's a good song. But just
That's
stuff
fine.
like that.
That's how it should be though. That like I try to tell everyone, if you're gonna go to a show, don't just go for the headliner or
Right.
the second band. Like, get there early, because you don't know if they're gonna just blow your mind. They had obviously I listened to a lot of different music, and who was it? Decapitated was going on tour, and it was a pretty killer like bill. And the opener is this band, a Legion, and they're based out of Colorado. My buddy's son is like, hey, I'm gonna go, but I'm not coming till later. Like, I'm not really into those other bands. I said, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, you need to get here early and watch the opener, because they are gonna fucking blow your mind. And he's like, yeah, we'll see. And he showed up, and as soon as they got done, he was like, oh my god, you were so fucking right. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like,
Hmm.
especially on a bill like this, like the opener is going to be a solid opener that you're just going to be like, okay, I need to go buy their shit.
Yeah. I mean, hell, that happened. Another a band that I could bond with Gary over a little bit was I went to see Stabbing Westward when I was a youth. Um, and the opener to that was God Lives Underwater, and I had not, I knew the one song, you know, but they fucking blew my mind way. That was the brewery way back when. Stabbing Westward sucked, but but God Lives Underwater was awesome.
Stabbing Westward had a moment. and that was
The
about it.
highlight of that show, there were two highlights of the Stabbing Westward show, and I'm not talking shit about Stabbing Westward. I still, but when the
But
keyboard
when it
player,
was over,
yeah, when the keyboard player came out with an X-Men hat on and everybody started booing him, I thought it was funny. And then they were passing around a giant beach ball, and apparently that made the singer very angry because it was angsty. We gotta no, we're being serious right now. And he tried to pop it by sitting on it, and when he sat on it, he flew forward and hit his face on the stage, and everybody just started cheering. And then somebody threw another beach ball, like a second beach ball has entered the arena, and that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life at that point. But
so funny. I remember when when Stabbing Westward blew up. I was living in St. Louis at the time, and I was like, I mean, it's catchy or whatever. And I've never seen them live, but yeah,
yeah, don't you didn't miss anything.
cool. All right, Gary, your turn.
What was the question? Oh, where we started.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know that I can put a pin in any specific moment where it was like I wanted to, be in bands and stuff because I can remember back as far as I can that I was always like in my room with a golf club turned upside down, like pretending to sing into it, listening to the radio, or and then flipping it over like a guitar, just playing along to it. But talking about bands that opening bands that you never forget. The Clutch did that a couple of times. They did that with Red Fang. I remember when I had no idea who they were when they first came out, and Mastodon when they first came out. It was like, holy shit, what is this? Like, what is happening on the stage right now?
Yeah, talk
Man,
about like
Mastodon.
Yeah, dude. The first
those
time
fucking.
I was gonna say the first time I saw Mastodon was Crazy Fest, and my friend Justin, I was watching his booth with him, and he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor. There's two bands you're going to watch. You're not watching my booth for that. You're gonna go up and you're going to stand right here, and you're just gonna watch them." And the first one was Mastodon, and just it blew me the fuck away. And the second one was the Locust, and that I couldn't wrap my head around the fucking Locust the first time I saw him. It was just like too much.
That's funny. I just talked with Justin Pearson a couple months ago.
Fuck yeah.
He's got another band right now, Def Club, that is they're fucking great, dude. Like,
I, he has not put. I don't think there's a band he's been in that I haven't liked.
no, he's fucking super solid. Like, dude, Justin is so fucking creative too. Like, it is. You can tell when you're talking to him. That creativity is always fucking on the go.
It's so fucking
Did
good.
Def Club has got the drummer from the Glassing playing too.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I
It's
haven't heard
fucking.
that one.
Oh, dude, the Glassing is great. Def Club is fucking great. So definitely fucking check those out.
Okay.
Uh, fuck. I hope you're making notes over there.
Oh yeah. No, I've got a little notepad right here, and I'm like, fuck yeah, writing that.
Hell yeah. That's why I like talking to people, dude. Is like you feel like, oh, well, check out this fucking band. Or I was listening to this and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. Let me go fucking chat. And my
I
wife
haven't heard of
asked
half
me,
of this stuff, so I'm writing stuff down.
yes. My wife, like Reagan Daly is a real good buddy of mine, and we talk constantly about music, and we were hanging out uh I don't know, fucking couple weeks ago probably. And my wife goes, I think this, I think Reagan is like the guy that can give you a run for your money on the amount of like music knowledge that he has. And I was like, I think Reagan knows more than what I fucking know. She's like, and he's like, I don't know, dude, you know more. And it's all the time. But we're always like, dude, check this out. What about this? Did you know blah blah blah? It's fucking it's ridiculous.
Reagan's the man.
Love it. He is, dude. Reagan's
Agree.
a good dude.
Agree. Yeah. Man, he was, oh,
You guys,
I would say the last time I saw Reagan, he was pulling out like dates on stuff that I had completely forgotten about. He's like, "Oh, you remember the show you all played with this?" And I was like, "I I don't. I'm glad that you do."
Yeah. Yeah, he we went to Vegas last January for Planet Desert Rock weekend, and Soulless was playing. And I was like, "Oh, fucking cool, dude. Like I want to go see Soulless. Like I've never seen him." And he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, you fucking have." And I'm like, "I did?" He said, "Yeah, back in like the early 2000s, dude, when I was throwing shows at Woody's." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I fucking brought him and I know you were there because you were at all the shows." Okay, I guess,
Photographic memory.
yeah. I'm like, fucking good for you, but I don't remember. Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. I'll remember this time though. It's fucking great. So, are you guys working on new music?
Yeah, working on it. Got probably 10 to 15 new songs. Just I think I think what we're doing right now is kind of like a holding pattern of waiting until I get back up there, which should be beginning of next month actually. So
Oh yeah,
and then because I think it's going to be, an entirely different dynamic, if we're in the same room, because we've been it's this has been, Dropbox. This has been a Dropbox band.
yeah,
And I think, in any a couple of times Matt has really like just like taken some time and like told me what I should do with a song, and it's turned it into like something like fucking incredible. So I think if we're in the same room doing that kind of thing, it's going to be a whole lot better. I've got probably, 10 or 15 songs right now that are like pretty basic, and they're all like, 3 minutes. But I think hashing them out in the next few months is going to make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
hell yeah.
it's like hard to get a vibe for stuff when you're doing Dropbox stuff too, and it like
Just listening to songs at work while you're walking around, like
I mean
this
that's
doesn't feel like I'm in a band. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, it, I have how do I put it? I I think it's better when you're just focused on a specific task rather than trying to do it in the background of something else. Because I'm notoriously terrible about this because there's always something to do. There's always an emergency. There's always something to take care of. And, I'm guilty as shit of just like, okay, I'm going to work on this right now. And then the phone rings or something like that. You know what I mean? And then it's,
Dude,
well, I'll get back to it, you know?
I, like I think everyone feels like they can multitask, or a lot of people feel like they can multitask, and it's kind of like
nope.
jack of all trades, right? Like you can multitask, but your everything's going to be like mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
When you like are able to hyper focus on something like with a band and get in the same room and go, okay, this is what we're doing for these couple of hours or couple of days or whatever it is. I think you absolutely nailed it. Like you're focused, you get the vibe, and you can go, oh well, I see this song doing this, and it like blossoms into something that obviously it didn't start out as.
Yeah.
Because how are you supposed to know that you're each in the same headspace at the same time? Like I'm sitting here at, Saturday night at 9:30 and like, oh, I just came up with another song. Let me send this to Matt. Matt, work on it. Like, oh, well, he's in the middle of Arc Raiders right now. Like he's, or he's, at his family's. You can't be in the same headspace and expect, something to just happen with it. And it's like that's the benefit of like, I think, a weekly practice or something like that. You can play something and you both, or everybody in the band will be like, hey, let's do something with that.
Plus,
Yeah, it
If that makes sense.
it
I don't know.
yeah.
well, it does. It makes it a lot more collaborative also. Whereas I
Yeah.
think some bands, they're it's driven by like one or two people. So it's like, oh well, this is what we're doing. I've already laid this out. Like I've fucking programmed the drums. You have to play it just like this.
It's been
Like
very
fuck.
Metallica so far. So it's like, here's your song, Matt. Do something with it, but don't change anything.
Well,
What can
then
you do
like
with this?
I was gonna say not to sound like I'm gonna sound like a crazy person for a second, but like if you're
We all do, so it's all right.
yeah, I mean like if you're writing to something that's already there, typically I have to do the Mike Patton approach, which is you listen to something until it stops sounding like anything, and you kind of have to drive yourself insane. You know what I mean? Like until you're
Yeah,
absolutely sick of something, and then you're just kind of like, wait, whatever. Here's the lyrics, here's the melody, or whatever. But like if you're in the room with like you kind of have to leave room for the ghosts to get through. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like
hundred
you can
percent.
Catch
yeah,
the
like
vibe.
yeah, you catch the vibe and you kind of like hear what should be there. It's like the music and the vibrations will tell you what needs to happen, kind of a thing. And like when you get in
Yeah,
tune with it, it's so much easier because like just doing it with trying to minimize distractions, like you can't, you know.
no,
So it's just you have to make it part of like the hum of the back of your head rather than it being like the forefront and the focus and the all encompassing, you know, throw as many amps in the room as you possibly can and just kind of get bathed in sound for a little bit, you know?
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
great way to
like
fucking
the
create.
process has definitely not been like the fun process of writing songs. It's like I record something and then I send it out, and then it's like, but you want to be in the room with someone and be writing something and then be like, no, 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 hold on, and do that one thing again, and then put it at the other end of the other thing, and then change that, and then go into that. You know, that's the fun and like I guess magic of writing a song. You know,
Yeah.
which has
Yeah,
not, which has happened a little bit. Like we've altered some songs, but you know,
Yeah. It's just kind of hard to get lost. You know what I mean? Like, I that's how I find my pathways. It's just getting lost, and you can't get lost. Like, not
right?
nothing against the. You know, I thought we made a pretty good fucking record, but like, I was still
yes.
making. I was like doing like math. You know what I mean? Like I'm writing down equations and shit. I'm like, okay, so this is exactly whatever. I gotta hit this note, and I'm doing like da da
Turned
do
into
the
the
you know
nutty
yeah
professor.
yeah,
Like,
like
what the
I
fuck?
mean, I've got like a whole like star chart behind me with just vowel sounds, and I'm just pointing to them at random. And so, you know, I would rather just be instead of trying to make it a math equation, actually make it like some art and just kind of. I think better things come from that. Not that any way is better or worse, but I've done both. I'll put it that
Yeah,
way.
but so I think so, everyone has the way that works best for them, and especially when you get into a band, it's like you figure out what works best for the band as a whole. Because sometimes, being a Dropbox band is the fucking way it's going to work. Like I would assume that Metallica does a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
Like James and Lars are like, "Hey, dude, here's a song, figure it out." What? Like, all right, whatever.
Fun fact: are you familiar at all with the song "Talk" on there, the fourth song? There's no
Hmm.
drums or anything in it. So that's if you heard both versions of that, like
Uh,
there's a full song version of that on Bandcamp that like I wrote and put together, like just all guitars, drums, everything. But like when Matt was working on that one, he put so much work into it with like just atmospheres and sounds, and then there's he's got synthesizers in there that when we were like doing like final or when I was doing like the final mixing and all that for the record, it was like I turned off all the like all but like a background guitar and a bass and turned the drums off and turned everything off and just played all of his stuff that was on there. And I was like, holy shit, this is an entire song, like just by itself. Like it's an entire atmosphere, it's an entire vibe with everything that he was doing on there that like that I don't know. I was like, I sent it to them and I was like, what if we just make the song like this and take the drums and everything out of it?
that's fucking cool. I'm gonna have to go to Bandcamp and listen to the
Well,
other
it's yeah, it's
version now.
also on it's on
Spotify.
the single, yeah, it's on the tack single. that we put out, which was
Oh, yeah. Then I think I am because I listened through all your Spotify shit. When Reagan was like, "Hey, I'm putting this record up," I'm like, "All right, cool. I guess I got to go fucking listen."
it's so weird that he put us out too, because like we've never played a show, like never done anything. Like he was just
Yeah,
like,
but
dude, you guys are fucking awesome. Let me that was the single that we put out with the Mark Lanigan cover on it. Hit the
oh
city.
yeah, the
So the full song version is on that single. But that's yeah, it's like all that is on the record is everything Matt did, and then like a non distorted guitar and a bass.
that's fucking cool.
And it was still like 12 tracks. So
Yeah, no, yeah. That's what happens when I record with 102-degree fever. I'm just like, I've got
just keep
nothing to
adding
do.
things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just like, you know what this needs is I'm just gonna hit this one note for a little while.
And a better mixing master would have made that sound a whole lot better, but like
Yeah.
I still think it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, dude, growing up or you know, releasing music and listening to music in the 80s and fucking 90s, like even the shit that's done today, unlike GarageBand, I'm like, God, this sounds better than a lot of the Tascam shit we used to fucking do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
Like,
gonna lie. I was this doing the Dropbox thing with you. This is the first time I've actually recorded myself. Like I had to learn. I've had Logic for almost a decade, and this is the time I'm like, oh, that's what a bus is. Oh, that's how you add okay. So,
So
oh,
so we've had the same experience then this entire
yeah,
time.
no, 100%. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, it could have been like, man, it could have been recorded better. I didn't know what I was doing. Like
And
I
thank
didn't know you
God for
could.
Kurt Singer to be able to like take the stuff that we did and like just somehow mix it together so well.
Yeah, I didn't even know how to EQ things. I was just buying new microphones. Like,
like, what are you doing? I need another microphone. This is a different song.
yes,
How do we
oh,
get that old telephone effect on here? Maybe I'll just buy an old telephone and do that.
yep,
So,
yeah. Oh no, I learned how. Like, I bought somebody was bending old telephones with a coax or a stereo cord, and then I found out, oh, you can just take this apart. Oh, you can solder this wire to this one, and then I started. All right, borrowing phones from my old office job, and I just started doing it myself. So now I've got like 7 of them. It's ridiculous.
You better put them things on eBay.
I thought about it. They're selling those for like $130. It's ridiculous.
There you
That's how I
go.
learned the speaker as a microphone is a, because all you got to do is flip the two.
That's so funny.
big.
There's a band out of Jersey that they wanted. I'm gonna fuck this story up. I'm sure the band is called Car Bomb, and they're kind of in that
Okay.
um like Meshuggah, Gojira, real like mathy music. And
I fucking love car bomb.
uh,
Yeah.
yes, so the one of the dudes at one point was like, "Oh, I need a fucking new mic," and he just started building fucking mics to record with. Like, what?
See, yeah, it's wonderful. Like I, there's something about knowing what you want and actually having to figure out how to do it, which is just I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
But
I'm I'm fucking. I would just burn something down if I tried to build something.
Yeah, I'll make sure
Like
you unplug your soldering iron now.
yeah, see,
the
I got to
funny
do it the
thing
other way
is,
around.
I wouldn't even need any electricity, and I'd still burn the fucking thing down. Like, how did you do this with like 3 pieces of paper and a paper clip? Like, I don't know, but the school just kind of erupted in flames. Like, fuck.
Were you ever in any bands?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't played in bands. Uh, God, I haven't played in bands in a lot of years. So I didn't grow up in Louisville. I grew
Oh,
up. I
me
was born
neither.
in Detroit. I was born in Detroit and kind of bounced around a while. I left Detroit. I was probably 15, so like 93. and I ended up in St. Louis and was like, oh, I'm gonna teach myself like guitar. Like, okay. So I taught myself guitar and bass, and then I moved to Nashville for a couple of years, and I played in a few bands there. And came to Louisville and played in some cover band for a little bit, just with friends who were like, we'd get really fucked up and, uh, you
99
know,
mph.
yeah, no, we were not that good, not by any stretch of the.
Jefferson Tark bus.
It was, I was, we were fucked up. No, we didn't play out at all when I was here. I did. I actually met Reagan. I was just playing like acoustically at, was it Bucky's on Bardstown Road back in like, I like '02, '03.
Bucky's?
Yeah.
The original Bucky's?
I don't know if it was, I don't know. It was on the fucking corner.
I'm joking about the gas stations, like the
Oh,
mega mall gas
oh.
stations.
yeah,
Bussies.
bussies.
Buses. Yeah.
My fucking, speaking of gas stations, my daughter's like, I fucking love Wawa, and I'm like, why? It's just a gas station. Like,
You can go down to Wawa for a wood
Man.
race.
I can't ever gamble because like when they opened a Wawa not that far from my house, I spent the first week, the novelty of the Wawa being there, I probably spent about $150 on stupid, like, oh, burrito. Give me the burrito. All right, now I got to try the chicken one. Okay, no, now this one I want the extra cornbread, and I got to try everything on the menu. So how about a meatball hoagie and mac and cheese? And,
Brother, that's Bucky's.
dude,
Too.
Dude.
I would go bankrupt.
Brisket sandwiches. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Beaver nuggets.
the beaver nuggets is where that shit's at.
Man, that was I don't know if I got a bad batch, but the first time I had them, but I don't get beaver nuggets because it was like real metallic-y and I didn't get it.
Oh, that sucks. I
Stick
have
to the
not had
brisket
that
sandwich.
experience.
Everybody loves
Whenever
beaver
we
nuggets.
whenever we go to Nashville, there's a Bucky's on the way home. So I'm like, oh, cool, we're gonna fucking stop. Just stop and get like it's like 3 a.m. I'm like fucking brisket sandwich, fucking driving home. Like, yeah, this is good
It's
shit,
the greatest bathrooms on the highway.
dude.
There's a million
Like
of them. They're spotless clean, and that's it.
you
all you need
can
to know.
live at Bucky's. Like, throw a bed in the back of your fucking car and just sleep in the parking lot. You go inside, you can shower, you can shit, you can shave.
Big
all the
corporation,
gas.
yay.
Yeah.
Yay corporations. I mean, it sucks, but they did it right. So
They did.
I don't know where they're getting
And
their brisket.
I feel like they fucking take care of their people. I could be wrong, but
See, I'll celebrate. Any if a place takes care of its people and does stuff well, yeah, maybe
Well, they
they're a
have the
big
signs out
corporation.
front that tell you how much they pay for every position.
Right.
yeah, like
Like-
the
like-
assistant manager's what, 135,000 a year or something.
Meanwhile, you're working 80 hours, but still.
Right.
Whatever. I think, and I think the way that they labeled their jobs kind of changes it also because their GM is what, 175 to 200 or something like that. But their GM is more like a regional manager. The assistant manager is more like the GM.
Oh,
At least that's what it seems like.
some hot Bucky's talk. You got there.
Yeah.
Making me want to go work at Bucky's. Like, damn.
Smith's Grove.
Yeah.
What was that? Bowling Green, closest one to you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a rumor
Yeah.
that they were going to put one in a site of an old bowling alley by me, but I don't think that happened.
I've never seen one in a city before. They're all just
That's
They're
that's why
randomly
I was
outside
like,
of
I was like,
cities.
no, this is hearsay. You people are just trying to make one happen.
There's three on the way. It's like from my trip from Alabama to Louisville. There's three of them.
Do you go 65 the whole way?
Yeah, 20 to 65. Yeah.
Huh.
There's one in Huntsville and then one in Bowling Green. Then there's one down here on 20 that's about 20 minutes away from me.
Oh shit. Here we are.
Some
We
more
got to get back to
metal
music
band talk.
because gas stations. You didn't know you were going to catch the shit here today.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure every band that I see that goes on tour always has like pictures on their Instagram of them stopping at Buc-ee's. So it does circle around, I think.
Yeah, that is true. They're all like, let's get a photo with the beaver.
I remember seeing Boris. Boris stopped at Buc-ee's and like the girl and she bought like the whole like beaver outfit and costume and Boris loves Buc-ee's, just so you know.
Dude, I think all the touring bands love Buc-ee's because they're like, look at my new Buc-ee's shirt or my new Buc-ee's G-string. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, whatever. Like that is how you brand something. So for all you out there, Weaving Spiders G-strings coming soon.
Probably.
I got some designs ready to go for it.
Yes. One's got to be the elephant nose.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how branding that there's 6 images of Matt on the record, the record jacket itself. 6 of them.
How did we get 6?
Well, he's the main guy in the front. He's both guys on the sides. And then you unfold do you have the record there?
Yeah.
Then you open it up. That's both him. Then you
think
pull out the sleeve. He's on both sides of the sleeve.
The funny thing is, I think when we started the band, or when you asked me to do stuff, I was like, yeah, sure, so long as my face isn't anywhere on anything. And then,
and your face is everywhere.
And then
everywhere.
Well, yeah, you were like, Gary's like, oh, let's make some video. Do some music videos. And I had just moved into my house. There was nothing on any of the walls. I shot a real quick, thing. I started learning video editing because I had to do that too. Found a filter I liked, and I was like, this actually looks really fucking cool.
Yeah. But the biggest joke of all that is that we put me and Steve on either side of the record, of the actual record label. So
yes.
There's our dumb faces.
And the label does not say A or B on it anywhere.
No, on the sheet, on the lyric sheet in there, it says it has like the picture of my face and then that's side A and then a picture of Steve's and that's side B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta make it like a puzzle. So
I'm like looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
That's the intention, just annoy somebody by making them have to look through what's on what side here. I can't
like have to figure it out. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. We just
give people another reason not to listen.
There's a band, I'm not going to name them, but they put a record out sometime over the last year, and it's literally the same artwork on both sides of the fucking LP. So you're
That's
like,
evil. That's evil.
Fuck, I hope I get the right side this time. Like
50-50 chance.
That is true. Yeah, that you'll 2 chances to be right. You'll get it eventually. That's so fucked. So how do you think being in a room is going to like change the songs or change the band from Unknown Threats?
It'll make it a lot less me and a lot more everybody else.
Yeah.
And just being like, here's a song Gary wrote, here's another song Gary wrote that sounds a lot very similar. And no, but yeah, I think the collaboration on it is, I mean, you kind of yearn for it a little bit, not to sound weird, but you kind of like, it's like, someone being critical in a positive way. You know, you want to improve all the
Yeah.
time. You want a
It's like,
song. I don't want a song to be the dumb structured verse, chorus, verse, little middle part, ending. Like let's make it into a thing, a real thing.
yeah,
It's
and the
it's really funny how like people think differently about bands. Going back to, I'm not even going to use like Metallica this time. We'll look at Megadeth. It's very much like, here's the song, I wrote it, fucking learn it. Versus like you guys that you want to be a lot more collaborative. So I'm really curious on what the next stuff you guys put out sounds like. It's always cool to watch like an evolution of a band.
I mean, so are we. So we'll be there right with you. We're curious too.
Yes.
But I don't know if it'll be drastically different, but you know,
I'm
different.
sure there'll be a lot of like nuances
yeah. I mean, Matt's got to
that show
answer
their
that
heads.
for how outspoken he's going to be. You know, how much he's going to contribute as
I
far as
say
being like change this and do this, make this longer.
depends on how. So you all get to see me. You all will finally get to see me in person. Do go through my stages of grief when I'm trying to write something, like pulling my hair out and just yelling at myself, and like it's like
I mean,
it, you know that run the you ever listen to that Run the Jewels record where he's like where Killer Mike's at the beginning of that one track and he's just like, "Come on, LP, let's get this shit the fuck out," like it's pretty much how kind of do little psych up things and like, "Oh come on, Hosh, you're better than this, fuck," you know.
I mean, your past
Matt's
experience of playing with Jay Hay and Doug
Crazy.
Walker
Yeah.
and Tony is, I mean, like I'm not. That's not me. I can't even shine
True.
their shoes in the first place.
Well,
So
no. So they were, I will say they are very, they like to one up each other in a very healthy kind of way. So it was just, let's just, it turned into, I was just kind of watching people just go, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And they would come back 2 days later and they're like, we rewrote the entire thing. Now it has 19 parts. And I'm like, okay, where do you want me to sing on it? And they're like, that's your problem. So
world class musicians
just trying to play circles around each other, like because Tony would come up with like really good catchy riffs, and I think you're good at like really good catchy riffs too. Like got hooks to them,
right.
and then Doug and Jay would just kind of show everybody in the room.
I mean, that's a serious contrast though, because you came from those two guys who were just like honestly world class musicians, and then me and Adam Colvin would write songs, and we'd literally be saying to each other like, how can we make this like a little bit dumber? Like, how can we just dumb this down and like make it more caveman? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so
like that. Hell, that was half of my problem when I was trying to write the first record. Was I was just like, no, 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 you're overthinking this. No, it does not have to have 9-part harmonies to this. Like, no, you don't have to sing outside of your vocal range. Like, it's good. You're fine.
Matt's like bringing in a fucking choir. Like, check this
Yeah,
out, dude.
I think
What?
like one of them had like 24 tracks, and half of them were just me yelling at the other side of the house, like just adding like weird ass ambience. I think one of the notes I gave you for what 6 C's was like, okay, so this is like I did all of the group parts myself, but you can put group parts in it if you want to. But there are 12 tracks, so try to make it sound like a tavern.
all right, yeah, with the row and all that
Yeah, yeah.
row.
Yeah, I've got
That's
stuff
gonna
in there
get
that
it.
I don't even know if you can hear unless you're looking for it. And that's, you know, I don't know. I don't know that that needs to be the thing.
That was how Tack ended up, just being a track of all you. Is that this like I was listening for all the things that I didn't hear before.
Like, fuck. Matt crushed it. Okay, we're done.
He does. We really should just put out the record as just what he did, and it'd be like
It's
probably
just,
twice as good.
hey, Matt, this is what I wrote. Go ahead and do your thing. Okay, it's all Matt. I'm totally not even on it anymore. Cool.
Well, Six Seas is a perfect example of a song that needs to be uh, collaborated on. It needed to be collaborated on, and it never was. It's
Yeah.
long. It's kind of just completely structured. How I just had this weird, like levels thing in my head, and like it bounces over here, and then it needed to be hashed out like as a full band, and it never was. But I mean, I think it turned out okay. But because he because one of the things Matt did on a couple of the songs like that and Raining Ice Picks is that I wasn't even sure what the structure of the song was, to be honest. Like I just kind of pieced them, and then he came in with his lyrics and then like he threaded everything together. Like Raining Ice Picks, I didn't like it that much. Like I mean I like the idea of it, but I didn't think it was put together very well. And then he came in like he's just crocheting the songs together. Like he did that with that and Six Seas.
I
It's like
put
I
my
didn't.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I put my whole ass into Raining Ice Picks. I was like, now this is what we're doing with this one. This is somebody nuking the earth. We're writing the story about that. But like, because that honestly, not to shine my own shoes or anything, but like that's what I used to have to do with Jay and Doug is they'd be writing all of this stuff in like 7 and 5/8 or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, so this goes into this and this goes into this. I got to link these two together, you know. So I'm actually better at that than like if something's in 4/4, I'm just like, it feels like I'm being lazy. I don't know if that's not the right, but it feels like this is too
You're
easy. You
you're
know,
not
like
being
it,
challenged.
well, yeah, like, but I don't. It's the challenge drives me insane.
Wants to feel like he's at a rodeo, just like
Yeah,
lassoing shit together. Like
because like it's like when you work as a chef or whatever. Like when you're and then you go work at Applebee's. It's like completely different.
we got how
Like
many microwaves are in here? Like
right, yeah. So I mean, it's like
Dude,
I'm used to being set on fire constantly, and like going to that to it's not that it's simpler. It's that I'm not used to it being simple. You know what I mean?
simple.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Green
So
Day.
it's like, yeah. So it like makes me feel like I'm like, the internal auditor is in my head going like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You sleeping this one through? You know?
You
Yeah.
should be doing something.
Yeah.
So
Just
it's
doing
like
these 4 bars. That's all you're gonna do? Really? you
it's
know?
fucking ADHD in school. You're like, I already know this shit. This is fucking
Yep.
stupid. I don't want to do this. I
Yeah.
got to, but I don't fucking want to.
So I'm
That's fucking
convinced.
awesome.
That's why I'm convinced Galaxy Dust is about like how much he hated writing lyrics for our songs. Is it over? Are we done yet? Like,
Basically.
is this okay for you?
Yeah,
Like,
because it's like I'll sit here and I'll like, I'll write lyrics and I'll write a shit ton of lyrics and I'm like, okay, man, that's a lazy rhyme. Man, I rhymed this with the same word. Man, this is grade school shit. And then I hear, some other band do like the same word as the thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm overthinking all this. Like they
Yeah, but
nailed the ollie. I'm
just
I
finding
don't
a rhyme is an accomplishment for me.
same. And I try to challenge myself to never fucking rhyme when I wrote, and it was I think one of the things that turns me off to like the rhyming in fucking songs is you listen and you go, that's like a second grade fucking rhyme, dude.
Yep.
Like the cat in the hat. Like, oh,
Yep.
great job. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It just feels lazy. I don't know, and I don't know. Sometimes it's not, and I just think it is. Especially if it comes from
Yeah.
me, like the own worst critic. But because I'll send it to somebody else, or I'll send it to Gary, and Gary's like, "Oh, this is rad," and I was like, "These are placeholders, man. This is schlock."
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
like every song that he would send had like one metaphor, not one, but like, a handful of metaphors or whatever that just were like, holy shit, I wish I would have thought of that. Like what is it? Broken hands
Oh,
can still make broken fists. Like, I don't even
yeah.
know what that means, but that sounds badass. Like,
Dude, I saw somebody repeat, and this is like a mark of, I don't know, a badge of honor on my little whatever. Somebody that I know for a fact has not listened to any of our music put one of our lines as like a Facebook status one day. And I was like, I know you didn't hear that from the song. So somewhere you got that from somebody and it's stuck in your head.
what was that?
I can't remember what it was. It was, yeah, I know. I gotta go back and look. But it was just one of those things where it's like, okay,
You've been
okay,
quoted.
okay. I've been quoted anonymously. You don't even know it was me. That's fine. Put that in the
That's
zeitgeist.
that's fucking cool as shit.
I
Like,
mean,
oh, that's my fucking lyrics.
yeah. It's,
Motherfucker.
but if somebody was ever like, oh, Matt did that, I'd be like, no, stop. Quit. No.
I'm okay
Circling,
just knowing I did it, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
circling that back to God Lives Underwater that we were talking about earlier. I had some lyrics from that in my AOL status back in the day, an AOL Messenger. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could search things or whatever. I don't even know what it was, but like he found that and was like, "Hey, thanks for the shout out in there. It's pretty." I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm talking to David Riley from God Lives Underwater. And then, like, I asked him about a bunch of like, just did the fanboy thing. I asked him what a bunch of songs meant, and he's like, let me just like after like the fourth one, he's like, let me just stop you right there. Every single song is either about a girl or drugs, so just take your pick, whichever one you want.
yes, girls and drugs. Yes,
Little unrelated story for you there.
that's all right. So, are, what's the live shows gonna be like when you get back?
It's a great question.
Yeah, that's a
What are
really
they
good
going to be like,
question.
Matt? I think Matt said at one point when we were talking about it, because before I knew I was going to move back up there, it was like, well, we're gonna, we can schedule a show, like as a record release show. And I think like we were talking about different things, and Matt was like, just so you know, I'm not going to say a word between songs, and we're just going to go like one song to the next, and then I'm leaving. Like something along the lines of that. So that could be, I don't know if that's still how it,
I mean, pretty much. Okay, so
packing up my 19 pedals
yeah,
and
my
my
19 pedals,
synths,
yeah, like because
like a briefcase.
I'm not great at it. Like the stage banner, like I can't, I
Hey
can't.
guys,
Yeah, I can't do the whole like, oh, you know, tough as nails. I don't know what persona to use,
like
so
the
I'm
Phil
just kind of,
Anselmo.
yeah, I
Fucking
can't.
A.
I'm just like I'm way too like I guess like honest to a fault. I think the one time way back when Tony told me he was like, "Oh, you got to do more stage banner. You got to talk to the crowd. You got to do whatever." And we were playing with one of Dave Witty's bands. He was like or it wasn't Cosmonaut. It was something space related. I forgot the name of the band though. I don't know. But we opened for him. And somebody broke a string and they're like, and Tony was like, now, just start talking to people. Just,
Do
be
some
funny.
jokes.
Just do some jokes. And I think I went on like a
Just be
5 minute
funny.
rant.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I think I went on a 5 minute rant about how, I have contact dermatitis if I use the wrong type of, laundry detergent. And so I have to wait, like, and I started listing off all the brands of laundry detergent that did or did not make my skin break out. And Tony was so
Exactly.
mad. He was so mad. Doug was laughing his ass off. But and there's I got another example of that. We played a Midwest Music Summit or whatever it's called. It's up in Indiana. I forgot what it's called. So anyway, one year we played the Marriott or whatever the big venue was. Second year we played Dick's Bodacious Barbecue. It was not a venue. I mean, it was a venue in that it had a stage, but it was the U.S. Air Base on Spinal Tap, where there were people in there eating barbecue and potatoes. And I think if it's still there, you can go in and Doug's pictures in the wall for eating the gigantic potato called the Dictator. But I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It is literally called the Dictator. He ate the
Took
whole
me a
damn
couple
thing.
seconds.
Yeah, no, he was like he was even sweating while he was eating. He's like, I don't even want to finish this, but I got to get my picture up there. But there was a CVS right next to it, and you know, okay, we gotta shut down for a second. We gotta tune. We gotta whatever. Tony goes, yeah, do some stage banner. Do some stage banner. I left the venue, went to the CVS, came back with a Maxim magazine, and just started reading articles out of the Maxim magazine. Like that, it's like, because I think that kind of performance stuff is funny. Other people do not think that it lends well to the mystique of the band or whatever. But
Very Andy Kaufman.
well, I just feel
Very
like,
Andy Kaufman.
yeah, I feel like if if you have like a through line for the band, or if you have like a message or I don't know, like your mission statement, then like, yeah, you have an idea, then you can just kind of, if you're all in on this one specific social topic, okay, you can talk about that between, songs or something like that. It just kind of, it doesn't give you, I'm not going to say it's an easy out or anything like that. It's just like, it's easier for you to just be like, stay on top, stay on target, stay on topic.
I would just tell poop stories.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, like I told Gary when we started, I was like, man, I'm just going to, because Gary was like, just talk about cryptids. And I was like, can I make up the cryptids? So it's like, I could tell cryptid lore or something, but that's podcasty. Like,
dude,
but
there you go.
like, yeah, I mean, I guess in theory we could just like put robes on and just be like, this next song is about the Loch Ness monster, but
Yeah, that's that social anxiety thing that like me and him have both talked about, is that like I think like the best approach is just to hide our faces, like wear black, don't say anything.
yeah,
I don't know, because I don't want to. I don't want to talk during shows, but you know,
I just like the music to just, here it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if a band talks to me. Half the time, I mean, it's personal preference. I've gotten a lot of information out of bands talking in between songs, but sometimes it goes bad more often than it doesn't. So
the best
and
person I've ever seen do between do banter was Andy Shaney. You guys know
yeah,
him?
yes,
It
yep.
was a teen pregnancy show, I think, like 2005 or six. And he's hilarious.
He's a master at that.
Like
An
Sid was
absolute
doing
beast.
something with his pedals, and he's like, hold on. Sid's updating his live journal. Hold on, like
See, I don't have the confidence for that, but like, you know what I mean? Like he just,
just said whatever.
uh, he's good at it.
It it's same thing. I mean, same thing you were doing. Oh, I just started talking about fucking contact dermatitis. Like
Yeah, like,
I think the whole point is you just make up shit about what other people are doing on the stage.
yeah.
Like oh, Gary's condom broke, so he's got to change that fucking thing. Like
That'll be good for the YouTube shorts. Yeah.
yeah,
Then like, I guess I saw like Stretch Armstrong way back when, and I swear this isn't me throwing shade at Stretch Armstrong, because I still rock some of those records, but like between every single song he was shouting out like 15 people that he knew, and all of them it was just like, this goes out to my uncle Gary, this one goes out to my brother Ben, like 15 to 20 people, and he was so hyped up about doing this, and I was like, oh my, I don't have enough energy. I don't have I don't have the energy to like get that excited about anything, and this man is just flying through names, and at the end of it, every song started off with "You can do anything you want. You can fly if you want to." Every song, and I was like, man, I guess that's one way to do it. I mean, but
Good name drop embarrassing stories.
it
Yes.
was, yeah. I, but like, I guess it's like testament. As I'm saying that, I'm like, I guess it doesn't really matter what you say, so long as you say it with enough like
Oh, yeah.
intensity that that you're just like hyping people up or something, you know?
Okay, I got one. So we back in the day, my band played with we opened up for High on Fire, right? High on Fire. Yeah, and Matt Pike was standing out. We were all just standing out in the back. He was smoking a cigarette, and I forget the guy's name from Ulm, like the head guy, the main guy from Ulm, the singer guy.
Was it? Oh, I was gonna say I know Dave, but I don't know.
Oh,
He
Nate.
had long hair back then, but
Yeah.
the guy from Ulm asked Matt Pike, he's like, "What'd you think about that first act, man?" And we were the ones that opened it up, Old Vikings, and then Matt Pike was like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty fucking badass, man. I love it." And I realized he's talking about his first act guitar, like that was the brand name of his guitar. So, anyways, here's our next song.
Oh,
Got super hyped up until I realized he was talking about his 9-string first act guitar.
that's fucking dope. He loved us. Oh, man.
Fucking
Maybe
love
not
it,
us.
man. Fucking badass. Bull, that's some awesome shit. Oh, he's talking. Never mind.
That's fucking funny. You know,
It's a real story.
I know. You can do like, I think Weaving Spider show, everyone's got the fucking hoods and capes and shit. This one time.
Like the album cover.
Yeah. We were in England smoking weed
Yeah.
and
Drinking mead out of a Viking horn.
literally every song starts the same way. And someone told me you could do anything you want. You can fly if you want,
You
and
can
then
fly.
boom, right into the song.
You could be president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, we're gonna cast a spell real quick. Let me let me know what it does.
Let me know if you're having any side effects from this spell we're about to cast.
Okay, I got a rock. My wife is blowing me up right now. So she's like, I thought we were going fucking shopping. Come on. Oh, fuck. All right. Uh, so, Gary, Matt, thank you both for giving me some time on this fucking Saturday night.
Thank you for having us, man.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Hell
we're
yeah,
barely
hopefully.
anybody. It's crazy. So
Yeah, whatever. Shit, I'm nobody.
we got a record
Whatever.
out, so that counts.
Yeah, I do not. Actually, so I put some records out in like the 90s, and I lost track of a buddy of mine for like 15 years or something. And we reconnected like 15 years ago. My fucking wife, we we're like, oh, we're gonna go back up to fucking Michigan and see him. And I look on eBay and I found one of my fucking records, and I was like, holy shit, dude! Bought this record, and she's like, oh, let's listen to it. And I was like, no.
let's not. Yeah.
She's like, why? It's probably great. I'm like, no, it's fucking garbage. I promise. It is complete fucking garbage. So I gave it to my friend. I'm like, here, dude, this is my fucking record. She goes, you never bought me one. I'm like, they only found one. Sorry, I've known him longer. So every time we go up, she's like, oh, can we listen to that record? I'm like, no, he doesn't have a record player. All right. Anyway, guys, go have a great night, and let's fucking chat again prior to release of album number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. See ya.